Hey everybody, Alex Kazora, SteelersDepot.com, back with some Pittsburgh Steelers analysis and preview of their Week 1 opener against the Cincinnati Bengals Sunday at 1 o'clock. Let's talk about what to look for, and I'll give a prediction at the end of this video. Just going to offer some brief overall points and really key factors of this game, starting with the Steelers offense. And obviously, when you face that Bengals defense, it's been really underrated. I think everyone talked about the progression their offense made last year, which is certainly true, but their defense took some major strides forward, and they added some really key pieces. And of course, former Steeler Mike Hilton and Trey Hendrickson, who's been just a fantastic add for them. 14 sacks last year. That's the most officially in a single season in Bengals history. And they have a really good pass rush overall with him and Sam Hubbard. So clearly the Steelers offensive line that struggled and certainly had their problems will be tested in this one. I don't know if Dan Moore is going to get a lot of help in this game. Typically, Pittsburgh does not help the left tackle out a lot. They help the right tackle out more just based on it being more natural to have tight ends there and things like that. So we'll see. I imagine Cincinnati will try to put Hendrickson on Dan Moore quite a bit. And then from beyond that standpoint, the Bengals do a good job of, they don't blitz a whole lot. They really trust their front four, and they're pretty deep with the rotation there to get home. But they do a lot of aggressive looks. On third down, they will dial up some simulated pressure looks, some mugs. They'll put the linebackers in the A-gaps, and they'll often bail out of that. So it really kind of creates some stress and chaos. They got a really good veteran safety tandem in Jesse Bates and Von Bell. They do a good job holding and disguising coverages and rotate. They probably seem to play a little less too high than they used to, so running the ball could be a little bit tougher, but they do a good job to show a different picture pre or post-snap than what they offer pre-snap. So how Mitch Trubisky handles that, that's going to be key. Of course, situational football, always important, critical in this one. Hopefully you see the Steelers' red zone offense be more effective than what they were against the Lions, not settling for field goals and getting the ball in the end zone. You're going to have to put some level of points likely on the board to try to beat the Bengals, who had 41 and I think 24, and that was kind of cruising in that first matchup last year. So you got to at least probably get the ball in the end zone twice in this one, and that means not settling, obviously, for field goals. Bengals offense, of course, that is the talk. That is the primary thought when you think about this Bengals team, how explosive they became last year with Burrow and Chase and Higgins and Boyd, three really strong receivers. They got a good running back in Joe Mixon, a really underrated guy. They paired that with a zone scheme, wide zone, inside zone. And I think maybe the most critical factor of them all, my X factor for Steelers Depot, was the Steelers' run fits and gap integrity and being able to play the run. And obviously they're coming off a year where they were historically bad against the run, 32nd in the NFL. I don't expect that to be a repeat in 2022, but this will be a really good test early on. Can you be gap sound? Can you deny the cutback lane? Can everybody do their job? If one guy's not doing his job, the running back Mixon, he's going to find the hole and he's going to hit the lane for a good gain. He ran for a $165 last time the Pittsburgh played him. Again, different looking front, healthier front for Pittsburgh. Miles Jack, Alualu back, Adams a full year with the team. Those are all encouraging signs, but this will be a really big test of where the Steelers' run defense is actually at. And, of course, you got to keep a lid on things. So that's an explosive offense. They had 16 completions of 40-plus yards last year. Chase made up half of those. That was fourth most in football of any individual player, and so they can certainly win vertically. How well do the cornerbacks do defending the 9 route, defending the jump ball to Chase or really to T. Higgins? How can they cover Tyler Boyd in the slot on third down? He's always made some crucial catches for them with good run-after ability. So, that's going to be certainly a big component of things. And can they contain Joe Burrow? He's a mobile guy. He can hurt you with his legs. And how well can you be able to have good rush lane integrity if you're rushing just 4 or 5? Everybody's staying in their gap, making sure there is no escape lane for Joe Burrow. So those are critical factors as well, in addition to special teams. Presley Harvin, first line of defense for the Steelers this year in terms of, flipping the field and pinning the Bengals back. It's going to be a big year, much improved year for Harvin. I think he's capable of that, but we'll have to see what happens. So those are just an overall view of how this game's going to go and some of the big keys I wanted to hit on. So what is my prediction for this one? You guys probably won't like me too much, but I'll be fair and as objective as possible. I have the Bengals winning this one 27-17. I think the Bengals offense, their quarterback play is just a bit better overall. Now, the big thing is the Bengals, they do have a better offensive line, but there are 4 new starters. Can the Steelers defense create some, chaos as the Bengals try to gel. That may be the thing that works most in Pittsburgh's favor in this game. But ultimately, the Bengals, they're a real team, obviously, and they dominated Pittsburgh last year. And I don't know if the Steelers, with their O-line concerns, with not having as good of a quarterback, can get the job done. Can they win this game? Sure, certainly they can. I mean, they can be competitive. I don't think it'll be a 41-10 blowout the way that it was last year. But on the road, week 1, Bengals returning a lot of guys aside from the offensive line. I'm going to give the edge to Cincy in this game. So let me know your thoughts and your score prediction. Of course, if I'm wrong, I'll get plenty of this aged well in the comments, which is fair and deserved, and I'm sure will happen multiple times this year. But I'm going to be as objective and honest and fair, and when I think the Steelers will lose, I will pick them to lose. That's the way it's going to be on this channel. But we'll see. Hopefully it'll be a good game, and of course we'll be back to recap the action tomorrow afternoon and throughout the week with some film rooms and breakdowns and thoughts on the game. So appreciate you guys watching. Again, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and we'll talk to you soon.